So in this video, I want to teach you how we structure our training program here at TTS so you could get more done in less time. So the first phase of our program is the warm-up phase. So we're going to start with a little bit of soft tissue work, and then we're going to get into some mobility to kind of prime the upper body, because today's an upper body day. So we want to make sure that we are lubricating the joints, that we're mobilizing the shoulders, that we're just priming the upper body to get prepared for training for the day. So now that our mobility work is complete, we're going to finish our warm-up with an explosive exercise to activate the central nervous system to get us more into that sympathetic state, ready and primed for training. So what we're going to do here is just an explosive chest press to a partner with the sleds. All right, so now that our warm-up and our power work is complete for the day, we're going to start getting into our strength work. So today is a little bit more focused on volume, so it's a little bit more geared towards hypertrophy and building muscle mass. We're starting with a single arm floor press here, where we're doing 2 working sets of anywhere from 12 to 20 repetitions. So basically, we want to pick a weight that we could get somewhere in between 12 to 20 for our working set. Now, when we do this, we're always going to warm up first. This is where a lot of people get confused for some reason. But basically, we're just going to take a few sets prior to our 2 working sets of the day. That's just to prime the body again, get you acclimated to the weight that you're going to use to make sure that you're warming up properly. That's important for obviously the connective tissue and just neurologically as well. We want to make sure that we're warming up appropriately. So we're going to take maybe 3 or 4 warm-up sets prior to our working sets, which we're going to do now. Another thing I want you guys to consider, if you're training early in the morning especially, you want to stay warm, all right? Your body is already cold, you're already stiff and tight. So if you're training early in the morning, you want to stay as warm as possible. So that's why I suggest keeping a hoodie on. But that could be for anybody, right? So it doesn't matter the time of day that you're training, but especially if you're training early in the morning, keep your body warm. Maybe take a hot shower before you come to train, but definitely through the warm-up sets, I keep the hoodie on. And then I usually like to take it off as I start to break a sweat, which I'm about to do now. Addie, don't let her tap out. So a lot of people make the mistakes of focusing on the wrong things when it comes to their training. So people will focus on things like how many calories they burn throughout a workout, how sweaty they get, how tired they get. But none of those things are actually going to lead you to the result that you're looking for. And yes, even if your goal is to lose body fat, you should be focused on getting stronger in the gym. So when you're strength training, you got to keep that about getting strong. You got to focus on progressively overloading, slowly but surely, moving up in weight or total volume. If you just focus on how many calories you burn, how tired you get, you're just going to lose muscle, and you're actually going to beat up your joints that way. And you're never going to look the way that you want to look. You're never going to perform the way you want to perform. So instead of focusing on that stuff, focus on the shit that really matters, and that's getting stronger and moving better. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna get into a flat dumbbell press. We're just doing one set here of max repetitions. Like I said earlier, this is a volume day, so we're going a little bit heavier on the volume. We're looking to get anywhere from 15 to maybe 25 reps. What's something to look for on flat dumbbell press as far as the position of somebody's arm, and what's like a concern with somebody with really long arms? So what you'll see a lot of times with guys with really long humeruses is that as they come down here, to get the dumbbell to the chest or to get the bar to the chest, they would have to come all the way down here a lot of times. Use the bench as a guide. You don't want somebody's elbow going this slow like past the bench. So right here is like that sweet spot. You got to keep an eye out for it and just be mindful if somebody's going too low. You want to limit their range of motion. Now we're getting into a different movement pattern. We're getting into a vertical press. So we are going to take a few warm-up sets prior to the working set. So we're not going to be going super heavy here because we're doing a seesaw press, so that alone is fatiguing. You'll see what I mean. So we're just going to take a quick warm-up just to get the delts a little bit more fired up, kind of just grease the groove of that movement pattern prior to the actual work sets. 4 minutes, max reps. You can put your knee down when you have to, but you're competing against the clock. Right? You guys know the deal. All right, so what you just saw there with the push-ups was a finisher where we're focused a little bit more on muscular endurance, but more importantly, we're just having fun ending the workout with a little bit of a challenge. So if you really look at our program, you're gonna notice that we cover the 6 pillars of training. and that's stability, mobility, power, strength, hypertrophy, or building muscle, and either conditioning, whether it be cardiovascular, cardiorespiratory conditioning, or muscular conditioning. We like to end with some type of finisher. So when you do that, you're focusing on the things that really matter and the things that will help us build muscle, which will ultimately help us sculpt the physiques that we're looking to build, as well as helping us improve our mobility so we're feeling better and helping us bulletproof ourselves from injury. So hopefully you found this video helpful. To learn more and see more videos like this, just make sure you hit the subscribe button below. And if you have any questions, if you're watching this on Instagram, always feel free to shoot me a DM.